Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. Hey, you all doing? Welcome back to some more CK3 I got. Here today on the channel, we're going to be playing as Jon Snow, Aegon Targaryen. So what we're going to do in this run is we're going to combine the claims. They were raised as siblings. I know, it's weird, but in Westeros, marrying your cousin is just not out of the ordinary. So then what we're going to do is transfer all the claims from Sansa to Jon so we can properly play as him. So Jon Targaryen is going to marry his cousin Sansa Stark. And now as you can see, we can play as King Jon. And in the north, which is now free and independent. It was always quite weird too that they decided to go with Jon Snow the White Wolf over Sansa to begin with. Alright, so we can use our personal coat of arms, which is nice. And then we've got Bran and his hive mind down there. So I'm going to need to take all the realm too. So this is the way you, for all intensive purposes, do it. Debug wise, without just having a Jon Snow mod. So it's a little bit annoying to overall move it around. But this is the best way to do it. And Sansa doesn't mind me even though we just usurped her. So we've got a lot of titles here. For some reason Sansa's got a ridiculous amount. And then we can also get claims back in River Run. So normally this would be done in like a mod that you can download. But with the Season 8 mod, this is how you do it. So for whatever reason we've got the title in Bear Island. So there are some Mormonts left of the Alisane line. So we've got Mage, the second Mormont, granddaughter, Jor, Lyanna died too after the Battle of Winterfell. So I suppose we give it to Jor, the great nephew of the old bear. So he's wandering now, which is weird. So maybe I need to, maybe I just give it to Mage then. This is another thing too, we've got a bunch of titles that we need to give out, because a Mormont should hold Bear Island. So I can't like invite them, okay, so I can invite him to my court, then for roleplay purposes we'll give it to him. At the end of the day, this is still an experimental mod, but that makes sense to give Jor Mormont Bear Island back. I don't know, yeah, why we even have that title, it's just a bit bizarre. Okay, then we've got the Hornwood issues. Oh yeah, because this is like the book thing, is there's Lawrence, there's like who owns Hornwood? Does it go to the Tall Heart or does it goes to the Snow? Lawrence Snow. I think I might give it to him because there's all like, oh, there's all the Lady Dustin and then the Hornwood lands and Ramsay and stuff. They just like got rid of that in the books in the end. So do we give it to... So Lady Hornwood, it's the Tall Hearts having the disagreement too. Everyone's imprisoned by the Ironborn still. Okay. So what we're going to do is... Like, we're going to add Lawrence Snow to court. And then... I can't like pay the ransom. Because he's stuck under Ironborn control. I still might be able to give him those titles though. Once we sort out the money. Okay, so we'll pay for his ransom. And then we'll grant him those lands. And I'll legitimize Lawrence Snow too. Because that would be a very Jon thing to do. If I can do that. I am a king at the end of the day. And then we'll try and bring the dragons back. And then probably try and sit on the Iron Throne. Okay, so then we've got the Dreadfort too. House Bolton has been eradicated. So I don't even know. Like, looking so far back... there's just like no Bolton intertwining. So I'm not entirely sure. Who I even give it to. Okay, there was a Stark line there. But it seems like it died out. And then we go back to the eldest Bolton, Royce Bolton of the Dreadfort. Probably a vampire. Okay, so maybe we give it to the Karstarks. We've got Alice Karstark here. Cregan's still in prison. Arnulf is still alive, so we've still got that line too. So maybe we give the lands in and around the Dreadfort too. Like Benjen Karstark. And then maybe we give some of these smaller castles, because there's still just so many Karstarks. Because at the end of the day, House Stark is nearly died out. Same with House Aaron, same with House Tully. And we've got no Starks coming in just yet. And then like Brandon Karstark can have the small castle holding there. Yeah, like there's just so many of them. Rickard Karstark, the younger, 19. I think that makes sense. Granting out these smaller titles. We also have Moat Cailin too, which I wonder is still being held by like 200 archers maybe. JON Karstark 2. Arthur Karstark. There's just still so bloody many of them. These are the ones that went north after Rickard's dead. They probably supported the Boltons anyway. They're quite close there. Carhold and Karstark lands border with the Boltons, so I think that makes sense rather than giving it to the Hornwoods. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Alright, so we'll legitimize myself, because I am a king at the end of the day. King JON the Second Targaryen. There hasn't been a first Targaryen, has there? Anyway, we've been legitimized. That's always a bit weird, you can legitimize yourself. But there are hardly any Targaryens left. There's only the Bright Flames in the far east. So I'm compassionate, brave, just, a brilliant strategist. That's a absolute laugh. Legitimized now, still scarred from Ygritte. And I am claiming to be the son of Rhaegar. And Sansa has all those Tully lands too. So hopefully we can rebuild House Stark. So Bran is currently down in the Crown lands. He has King's Landing. So I could actually do my rightful claim. But maybe we need to build back up. Oh yeah, let's move some of those vassal ships stuff too. And maybe we find a clutching of eggs in the Winterfell crypts. So that JON can bring back the dragons. Oh, actually, to be fair, Drogon is still somewhere. Maybe with Daenerys' body, but they're still long gone. So maybe I can bond with Balerion. But yeah, maybe JON can't get a dragon again, like lore-wise, because he bonded with Rhaegal. Anyway, let's go with strategic focus. And now that we've set up this campaign. Okay, so I'm going to request a maester from the Citadel. Hopefully we can get Sam. Let's increase our crown authority too. So JON is king in the north, along with Sansa. So we've the queen in the north. So we've combined those both claims. Now we need to sit free and independent. Let's hope Bran doesn't try to subjugate us. I guess I could have given the Locks the Dreadfort, because they have had Bolton ties in the past. But it's always tricky playing in the north, especially when you declare your independence. You're just so far north, and it's hard to move armies around. Oh yeah, let's bring Howland Reed to be our seer. I might even get him to officiate our coronation too, because JON is still technically uncrowned. Still believe in the old gods, still believe in the Northmen. I can convert to the Wolf's Clan, no. So maybe we can't go High Valyrian. Let's put the Stark banner up. I can't put the seat of Winterfell there because maybe I need to reclaim it. Okay. That's slightly annoying. It's because I was wandering before. Okay, so let's try and scrape the barrel. We want to try and increase the Northern Army. We probably could, request a loan from the Iron Bank. That's a really good idea because what we want to do is get enough for a coronation. Oh, great. So it looks like the Ironborn are still trying to raid us. Same with the Harlaws, so that's something to deal with. So let's get coronated as quickly as possible in Winterfell. And let's make the officiant Harland read, because he knows firsthand that Jon is the son of Rhaegar and Lyanna. He was there at the Tower of Joy. Harland Reed is so bizarre in the books. Oh, there's Mira too. She's still alive. Jojen paste looks like it hasn't happened. But yeah, supposedly Ned Stark's best friend is still hiding out in the neck. Oh, we could use the Crown of Winter. The Crown of the Red Dragon. I'm going to go with Aegon's crown. The Crown of Fire and Blood. I think that makes sense. The Song of Ice and Fire, even though I don't believe in the prophecies. We're going to try and take King's Landing with might rather than divine rule. But Sansa's pregnant, which is good. The sacking of Flint's Finger. So, unfortunately, Yara Greyjoy, or Usher Greyjoy, still has her alliance with the Lannisters, which is interesting. It will be interesting to see if Euron actually marries Cersei in the books. So we're going to go march down and deal with that. Because there are some close family trees and ties with the Westerman and Ironborn. Okay, nice. So the coronation is still continuing. Let's march south to Flint's Finger and throw back the Ironborn from whence they came. Just speeding on here through the coronation. Nice. So Sansa and Jon have had a son. Maybe we call this son Aegon Targaryen. I'm not entirely sure if I like the name of that. Maybe we name him Jaehaerys. Yeah, so the future king, Jon Jaehaerys. I think that makes sense. Okay, still can't put an army in. Maybe because we're still dealing with the coronation. But 13,000 Ironborn should be able to get pushed back that are actively raiding against 21,000 Northerners about to storm down. But you'd think at this time period the Northern Army is just absolutely smashed. Oh, the true rulers of the Seven Kingdoms. For generations. Oh no. A threat shall be realized. I care not for what my ancestors did. So I get to hold on to my claim. I'm surprised I don't have an alliance with Bran, seeing I'm married to his sister. I get my claim for Dragonstone, the High Lordship, so let's keep that. Same with the paramountcy of the Crown Lands too. It just depends if my brother Aegon will rock up. Okay, nah, right. So the coronation has ended, and now we can run down the Ironborn. I just crushed Asha there. I just want to try and stop them from running. Oh, they're going to be able to get back with the loot, I think. It's annoying. Yeah, so they got away. Yep, raid loot recovered. But here is Jon wielding Longclaw. I wish it was Blackfire. So I was trying to see if Mance Raider's son is still alive. He is. And I wonder if I can maybe just get more children. So obviously Val was a potential princess. I could have married two instead of Sansa, but that wouldn't give me the claim in the north. So maybe I invite Val, and she's got some fantastic traits, and maybe just try and get more children with her. Because essentially at the end of the day, we need to grow House Targaryen. So maybe we just let Jon try and have as many children as we can. Oh, she's super far north. But it's like, no, Jon wouldn't have a bastard. He would never. Well, he did have a relationship with Ygritte, and more than certainly could have sired a child. There's even the claim he could have been a kinslayer if she was pregnant. But Jon is just a bit of a hypocrite at the end of the day. So, and this is not good Jon. This is reborn Jon, if anything. So, let's try and have a child with Val, the wildling princess. Oh yeah, there's also Alice Karstark too, but she's married to a Thenn now. We could have potentially had a child with her too. There's plenty of options after Daenerys that Jon could marry. Okay, the Court of Vipers. Alright, let's continue to try and persuade her. So she's now moving. There is all those fanfics with Val too. Okay, so she's now coming over. Might be a holy warrior. My scheme has been discovered. Doesn't matter. The more Targaryens, the better, hopefully. Alright, let's get down to strategic focus. Oh, the Ironbank loan's due. It's just a bit tricky because the north is just so poor. Val will be mine. Okay, so like a Scargosi knows. So be it. He might be into that. They still practice right at the first night there. And are probably allied with the others, and we'll have a whole bunch of stuff. Sansa's quite unhappy. Understandable. We'll just let Sansa suck it up. We're trying to bring back the Targaryen dynasty, sweetie. How do you think that's going to happen? Okay. The problem is she's in Scargos. Oh no, she died. How? She did have a son though. Alena Snow. Oh, that's my daughter then, I reckon.